happy birthday. So Cancer, this is going to be your reading for the month of July. Now I'm setting this intent for the reading to be for Cancerian Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. But you could find this video, have no Cancer placements, and find that this video really resonates with you. So just take what resonates and leave what does not. Guys, I am available if you would like a private reading. You just have to email me at awkwardtruthtarot@gmail.com. All of that info's in the description box below. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this beautiful Cancerian energy. I hope you guys are doing well, and happy birthday again, guys. Let's see what we got going on for my beautiful Cancer people. So Spirit, clear, concise advice for Cancer. Cancer, we got cards popping out for you already. We got Stand Your Ground and Fulfillment of Wishes, and they're both in the reverse. Okay, so as I was tapping into you guys' energy, I was picking up on an energy of you guys' cleaning shop, right? Whatever that means to you, like cleaning up your space, cleaning up your home, cleaning up your mental space. It's just like you're releasing a lot of energy right now, right? You could be in a position, Cancer, where you find yourself having to stand up for yourself, or work extra hard towards asserting boundaries with people, right? There's something here that requires you to have boundaries to get what you want, Cancer. There's some type of wish, there's something that you hoped, wished, prayed, manifested here. It's like, but you have to have effective boundaries for it to be able to come in, right? So Spirit, again for Cancer, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What do we got for Cancer? It's like I feel like you're cultivating better boundaries. And look at you. The Four of Wands comes out. Yeah, I feel like there's some success and victory in the home space. I don't know if you're getting your space just like you want it, or this is you like renovating a house here. It's just feeling at home within yourself, and I feel like you're coming into that energy. It's like you're banishing certain energies that shouldn't be in your field, or that you've allowed for some time, right? Yeah, I feel like you've been pulling back from a lot of energies. Cancer, it feels like you've been kind of in a Virgo energy, a hermit energy here. Spirit, one more card for Cancer. So there's something that you're going to be building here. Yeah, look at that. The heart chakra in the reverse. You could be standing up for, to a situation regarding your heart space, or like with a relationship, something involving love here, or you're currently working through a blockage in the heart chakra. You're working on opening your heart up, being more vulnerable here, learning how to protect your heart space, right? Cancer, let me tell you something. It's not mean to set boundaries. Boundaries are a part of self-care, right? And having those boundaries in place is going to put you in position to receive exactly what it is that you've wanted for a long time here, right? And Cancer, you've been feeling like I'm just not getting the recognition, or you've been feeling not as successful as you could be, Cancer, right? You feel like there's just not, people aren't recognizing you here for your hard work or something. But it could be that you have some energies in your field here that are blocking you from your blessings, or blocking you from moving forward. And this could have to do with a relationship, right? I feel like you're getting very clear with yourself, Cancer, pertaining to what it is that you want to build for yourself and your long-term future, right? So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, let me know if this is resonating with you. We're going to go ahead and tap into the tarot here. It's interesting because I pulled the tarot before I pulled my Zodiac deck today. So, oh my gosh, look at that, Cancer. Oh my goodness. We got the magical card and the Ace of Wands on the split. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Guys, this is big. There's a brand new magical beginning. This is you like feeling magical again. I feel like Cancer, you're kind of coming through you're going through this process where you're coming back to life. Maybe you felt kind of like just completely dead dog exhausted here, right? Because we did have that rest and rejuvenate card on the bottom of the deck. It's like you needed to take some time out for yourself. Yeah, it's like there's something that you were dealing with, whether it be a situation, multiple situations, a person, multiple people, that I feel like was taking you from your heart space, or your attention was on a lot of energies external to you here, right? And you're learning how to invest in yourself, invest in your home, invest, yeah, and you are your home. It's like the body is representative of a home here. It's like you're learning to take care of yourself, or you're starting to honor your needs. Yeah, by setting better boundaries with people, setting better boundaries with yourself, so that you can also set better boundaries with other people, right? And I feel like Cancer, that's something that we've struggled with in the past, is like standing up for what we believe in, or standing up for ourselves, defending ourselves, right? So Spirit, clear, concise advice for my beautiful Cancer people. Yeah, look at that. It's interesting. The moving on card fell right on the heart chakra. Okay. So there could be a situation where you're moving on from a past love here, or you're healing through some type of heartbreak, and you're opening yourself up again. It's like you're being victorious here. You're feeling feelings that you haven't felt in a long time, Cancer. I feel like you're connecting with yourself again. You're connecting to your core. I feel like maybe you felt disconnected from yourself for quite a while. It's like we go from not having any recognition to all the recognition, Cancer. Cancer, I feel like you are just, there's something in the reader that makes me feel like you have the Midas touch, or the stuff that you touch turns to gold. You're just very magical, right? You see the magic in all things. It's like even during this dark period, you never gave up hope, Cancer. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. This is gonna make me cry. This is gonna make me cry. So Spirit, again, clear, concise advice for my beautiful Cancerian people. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, so we got the Two of Swords. We got romance on the bottom of the deck. This is so interesting, Cancer. This is so interesting. The Two of Swords, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse with the romance card on the bottom of the deck, right? So this is my tarot deck mixed with my oracle deck, guys. The Rider-Waite deck mixed with my oracle deck, and I'm pulling from that deck today. You know, the Two of Swords talks about not being able to see something. It's exactly what we were talking about in the beginning, feeling disconnected from your core, from your intuition, right? With the moon, it's like she can't see, or she's disconnected from her feelings. Maybe you felt like you were disconnected from your heart space, right? It's like you're in the process of getting it back in retouch with the way that you feel about things, right? Honoring how you feel here, Cancer. And there's something, it's almost like you felt like something was so much work. Maybe you sat in a shadowy period, Cancer, because you felt like this was so overwhelming to get started on whatever you knew you needed to do, right? It was a lot of work that you have to put into something to get to where you would like. You know, it's a lot that goes into building this firm foundation for yourself, Cancer. And it's almost like, Cancer, I feel like you second guessed yourself, or you went back and forth with yourself about, is this really for me, or am I the right fit for this, or something like that? Or am I worthy of this? I feel like it's more on the lines of, am I worthy of this? Maybe you're coming into the knowing that you are worthy of something, and it could be of a connection, right? And this could be that, you're moving on from a toxic connection, a connection that had you disconnected from your heart space, right? That's for some of you guys. And you're having success and moving on from that, healing from that. And it feels like you're opening yourself up to new love. It's like you're showing yourself love here. It's like this doesn't feel as big of a deal anymore because you've gotten started. It's like you're chipping away, but at some point it's like the work felt overwhelming. You didn't know how to get started. Maybe you felt like you were in that hanged man energy for a bit. Could be dealing with a Pisces bringing up the hanged man. But it's like, you know, a new perspective was needed here, Cancer. And I feel like that's exactly what Spirit gave you, was a fresh set of eyes, right? To be able to move forward, right? Into healthy connections. Because maybe you were going through a cycle where it was just, you felt like you kept meeting unhealthy people, right? Or the connection between you and other people was not healthy. I don't know, it's something like that. It's like maybe you repeated the same cycle with different people here. You're waking up to that, you're realizing that, and you're seeing all the ways in which you hadn't stood up for yourself in the past, right? So Cancer, again, if this is resonating with you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let me know if this is resonating with you in the comments. So Spirit, why do we have this Stand Your Ground card in the reverse? I'm curious. Now this, that's crazy. It's just like, you know, Cancer, I feel like you've struggled with taking up space. Knowing that you're worthy, like your presence, not anything that you have to offer, but just you as a human being, right? Yeah, this has all been like a lesson for you. You're learning through this. You overthink something, or you struggle with a lot of intrusive thoughts, or you find yourself in your mind space a lot. It's like, it's almost like sometimes, Cancer, I feel like you're scared of losing a connection because you want to assert a boundary, but you don't know how a person's going to react. But healthy people are going to respond to you asserting boundaries in a beneficial way. It's not going to hurt somebody, right? I feel like, you know, Cancer, you've almost been in this energy of walking on eggshells with connections, not really able to be your full self, right? So if you've been around connections that have made you feel like you have to water yourself down, those are the connections here, Cancer, that just aren't for you. And those are the connections that you're going to find yourself moving on from. Those are the very connections that you're going to find yourself moving on from, and you're going to be successful in it. Again, I was telling, who was it, Gemini yesterday, healing is a process that you can't rush here, right? You just have to take and feel those emotions in stride. Look at that. I love it. So guys, if you've been feeling lethargic, if you've been feeling depressed, maybe some of you've been having some sleep issues, I feel like those issues are resolving themselves here. And I was going to put this over the, I was going to put this card over here with the overthinking card. And that's interesting because it almost feels like you're finding a way to calm the mind, right? So maybe you're researching ideas or ways to get more in your body than in your mind space, right? You're going to be moving into an energy where you're feeling better. When we feel better, we do better, right? And it feels like a lot of the things that you're going to be building in this next cycle of your life here, even in the month of July, and don't limit it to the month of July here, is going to be very successful. And it's because you're moving back into your heart space. It's like you're living with intent again. It almost feels like, Cancer, you gave up, or you went through this period where like the skies were just gray, you know? You may have went through a period where you felt like you lost color here. It's just like you couldn't see the color in things anymore. So Spirit, again, clear, concise advice for Cancer. This is going to be for Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. You might not have any Cancer in your chart, and you might resonate with this whole reading. Again, take it how it resonates, guys. So again, let's see. So that card definitely wanted to come out. Negative Nancy's, right? I feel like you're moving away from a lot of people that have that crab in a barrel mentality, you know? It's like Cancer finds their way out of a dark situation, and maybe you were associating with people that were also in dark situations, and it's like these other crabs want to pull you back down. So you may find yourself completely like shifting your circle, like your environment, who you hang out with, who you consider feels like home to you, right? I think you're learning the importance of feeling at home within your connections, Cancer. A lot's coming out. I'm just I'm channeling here, Cancer. A lot's coming out for you. Okay? So guys, a lot. Ooh, okay. Okay. So we got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, right? And then we got Go For It on the bottom of the deck. Spirit, give me one more card on why this Five of Pentacles is showing up here. Your financial situation could be improving, Cancer. Follow your heart. Go for it and follow your heart. Cancer, oh my goodness. If you feel inspired to take action in regards to like a passion project, or if this is you following your heart in regards to career here, your whole money situation is about to shift completely, okay? You might find messages in the Gemini reading that I did yesterday. I was telling Gemini that Gemini was about to touch amounts of money that they had never been able to feel before, right? And it's all because we're coming into this energy of knowing our value and knowing that we are worthy of receiving exactly what it is that we desire here. You're following your heart. You're listening to yourself for once. And maybe that was one of the issues, Cancer. You found yourself listening to everybody outside of you and really watering down how you felt about your situation, right? It's like taking other people's opinions over your own, right? And it leads you down the wrong road, or it leads you astray from your path. So Cancer, what else do we got for you? We got the Emperor card popping out. Okay. So Cancer, I feel like you're coming out of a period of rest, okay? You've been in a period where you've been recovering, you've been resting up, you've been recuperating here. It's like you're trying to get back into the world. The Emperor, I feel like you're building structure. Again, at the beginning of the reading, I was channeling the fact that you guys were cleaning shop. You're cleaning up house. That's what the Emperor does. He's taking charge. You're taking charge of your life. You're taking charge of your situation. You know, Cancer, you know you have to take action here, okay? You're in a space where you haven't taken action in quite some time, and it was needed, right? You needed to recuperate your energy. You needed to replenish your cup here. But now that you're feeling better, it's like Spirit really wants you to get organized and prepare for something here. I feel like you're in preparation to receive a lot of blessings coming your way. You know, and a lot of this, you know, some of you guys could be on social media with that Six of Wands that just came up. Some of you guys might be thinking about creating a social media platform or a social media business. Maybe you're putting some type of unique content out there. But the Six of Wands talks about recognition. And again, at the beginning of the reading, Cancer, I was talking about how you guys haven't felt recognized in your environments before, but it's like a whole shift here. This is a major shift. It's like Cancer's coming out of the crab shell here. Yeah, you're coming back, and you're coming back, and it's like you're coming back renewed in a way that you've never been before, and very strong-minded here, knowing exactly what you want, but just needing to take action towards the things that you want to seek to come into fruition for yourself here. So Spirit, clear, concise advice for Cancer, Ace of Cups. Look at that. Beautiful. Again, you're in a moment of healing. What did I put that on? Foundation and achievements. It fell out on the negative Nancy's. You know, I think you got some people from your past seeing you go through your healing process. And, you know, Cancer, I think you got people questioning, how are you doing what you're doing? How are you leveling up? Like, what kind of sorcery is Cancer up to? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you got the magic, you got the sauce, and you've always had it. You're just realizing it now. Oh, Cancer. Oh, you a baddie. Cancer, you are a baddie. I just love this. Yes. Accountability. Accountability is so important because it's like the spaces that you were keeping, you have to hold yourself accountable for keeping those spaces, right? Those spaces that made you feel small, those spaces that made you feel less than here. This is taking accountability for your own life so that you can experience this level up. This is all good stuff, Cancer. You know, anytime, the only thing that I see here that I can see that you could possibly fall back into, and see that's toxicity on the bottom of the deck, is the pattern of overthinking, right? It's like letting the mind guide you instead of the soul, right? It's like you're learning that you're not your thoughts. You're also not your emotions. It's like you're learning how to center yourself. You're learning, like, when you do get into that space of where everything feels like it's falling apart and you can't take that next step forward. It's like you're redirecting your energy, or you're in the process of learning how to alchemize that energy. Yeah, that's why we got magical coming up for you, because you're currently in the energy of the magician. Some of you guys could be dealing with Virgos, right? Or you could resonate with Virgo energy. And you know, another thing too, Cancer, that's the thing. Now I'm picking up on Virgo energy, and we're talking about like overthinking. Are you overanalyzing situations? Are you being overly critical of yourself here? Right? It's like, you know, we've got a dream and we want to ground it into the 3D. We're very passionate about it. We're very excited about it. But we keep letting ourselves fall back into that space of thinking that we're not good enough to create whatever we're co-creating with spirit here. And that's absolutely not true. That's just a program that you bought into as a child, and you've literally carried that with you since childhood here. You're going through the process of deconditioning yourself, Cancer. It's like you were so worthy. I feel like, Cancer, you're very different from your family, or you could be. Maybe some of you Cancers feel like you're the black sheep. Some of you guys are going to be leaving situations in silence. It's like, where's Cancer? Or people are asking, where's Cancer been? 8 of Cups and move in silence. Some of y'all ain't letting nobody know your moves. And that's the advice here. Okay? You're stepping away from situations. I don't owe you any explanation. Okay? Cancer, do you, boo? Do you? Follow your heart here. You're being guided to walk away from certain situations, and maybe you're not making like a grand exit, right? You're just kind of like gently pulling away from energies so that you can cultivate this new life for yourself, because you're feeling hot, you're feeling sexy, you're feeling fine. Okay, and that's right, because you're in your birthday season, as you should be. As you should be, right? I just got flowers. Maybe you're getting flowers for your birthday, or somebody wants to give you flowers. I feel like somebody's going to be receiving flowers, possibly sunflowers. Okay. Cancer, we got the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like you're coming into financial stability here. You're coming into this energy of depending on yourself here. Yeah, I feel like in the past, this is what it was. You found yourself codependent on in love. And I don't think I'm talking about one specific connection here, Cancer. It's like when you reflect on the past, all your past relationships, it's like there was never a sense of independence within those connections. You're a whole person, your person is a whole person, but it feels like in the past, it's kind of like you guys were just a unit and you didn't have any, somebody didn't have any individuality outside of a relationship here. So Cancer, you probably left a relationship and you're finding yourself. It's like you're learning who Cancer is again, right? And you're seeing how you sabotaged yourself by relying on other people for your happiness, Cancer, right? Love is not outside of you. Love is within you. Do we get to experience love outside of us? Of course. But that love is just mirrored back to us. That's the love that we exude here. It's like I think you're going to be doing a lot of reflecting on the past, especially when it comes to looking at your romantic connections. It's like, you know, dangerous in love. It's like meeting somebody and falling really quickly here. You're a lover. You're a lover. Maybe you got some Gemini in your chart. You're a lover. It's your nature. But I feel like Cancer, you've given your love to a lot of the wrong people. Yeah, and you're realizing it, Cancer. You're realizing it. There's a big epiphany here. It's like I have to learn, I have to cultivate ways, and I have to learn how to love myself. I have to dive into the shadows. And I think that's exactly where you've been. I don't think this is the place that you're going, Cancer, because this is coming out of the shadows. We've been in that shadowy place for a long time. I feel like we don't really need to be there anymore. We've kind of overextended our stay. And now it's just, there's so much hitting you all at once. You might feel very overwhelmed, Cancer, but I'm telling you, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job here. Your angels and guides, they're supporting you here, Cancer. You're doing a damn good job. You should give yourself a pat on the back, Cancer. You know, not everybody has to go through these types of energies in life. Okay, I be careful though, Cancer. You know, it's a good time to use your discernment because we got fraud and opportunities in reverse coming out. So don't find yourself falling back into the same scenario where you're leaning on a partner too much, or a new love connection. Say a new love connection comes in, you don't want to, it's like if you acknowledge the ways in which you sabotage connections in the past, you don't want to repeat that again. I feel like you're trying to learn a lot of lessons here. Yeah, it's like you're trying to free yourself from past lessons. You don't want to repeat the same things. Cancer, I'm about to pull from the Zodiac deck, guys. Let's see what we got in the Zodiac deck for you guys. Yeah, I spent a little bit longer on you guys' reading. I love y'all. Happy birthday to my Cancers. Let's get this, these Zodiac cards though. I love this deck right here. I'm gonna give it one more shuffle and we're gonna dive into these cards and then we'll wrap up your reading here, Cancer. But a beautiful reading. Again, you got to give yourself a big pat on the back and really look back at how much you've grown, right? So Spirit, clear, concise advice for my beautiful Cancerian people. What do I got for Cancer? We got the fall coming up for you. Something big could be happening in the fall, right? So Cancer, remember, if you are vibing with my energy, subscribe to the channel, like the video, let me know how this reading is resonating with you. I feel like autumn is going to be big for you, Cancer. And it's funny because autumn on this card is representative of the full moon. You may feel like you're coming into full clarity around autumn, or things are just coming full circle for you. It's like things smoothing out. Like the summer's been a bit rough. Not even gonna hold you, right? But it feels like the fall. I don't want to say that, but it's what I heard. The fall's gonna be a breeze. You know, look at the Phoenix. Cancer. Cancer. And y'all are so soft. Y'all don't like to show that y'all are soft, but y'all are. Y'all are, and y'all know it. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't like people to see it though. You're literally being reborn from the ashes here, Cancer. Scorpionic energy could be dealing with a Scorpio. Yeah, something about Scorpio season too, Cancer. What is that? It's October 23rd through November 21st. And we got very likely. So if you got a yes or no question, the answer to your question is very likely. So it's very likely that something that you've hoped and prayed for happens in the autumn, in the fall time, Libra season, Scorpio season, Sagittarian season. Big emphasis on Scorpio season though. October's really sticking out to me. Or it's like you're coming out of this rebirth in autumn. It's like there's something here. There's something really big going on. The next couple months are going to be really profound for you. Yeah, look at you. I'm telling you. Some of you Cancers, if you got social media, or if you are in the public eye or something like that, let me just tell you, you are a bad bitch. You are a bad bitch, Cancer. If you do social media or something like that where you're seen in the public eye, you are catching a lot of attention. And it's because people see Cancer moving into this confident energy, Leo energy. It's hot. It's like, it feels good. It feels so good, and it's fiery and it's passionate. So I would assume that, in the later summer, it's going to feel like you're going to be doing, I feel like Cancer, you're going to be going on some adventures, right? It's like Cancer, you might find yourself doing something that you've never done before. Yeah, it's like you're in a season of being the fool, taking a lot of risk, like doing new things, even like say, okay, this is coming to mind, and I don't know if this is for a specific Cancer out there, but say like you've always wanted to skydive, but like the fear is what disabled you, or debilitated you to the point where you do that thing that you were the most scared to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're coming out of an energy. We're not a baby no more. Cancer, y'all got me tripping up. I love this reading for y'all. So we got the thunderstorm. So this is a big change here. More Scorpio energy. I'm telling you, Cancer, if you're not dealing with a Scorpio, this is feeling like a death and rebirth for you. You're being reborn into Cancer 2.0 here. Okay? Everything that is needing to be destroyed is being taken away, right? It's falling away just like the tower. Everything that's not meant to be in your life is just shimmying away here. Spirit's advice is to allow it, right? Don't be resistant. If Spirit's taking something out of your life here, let it leave. And let what wants to come in flow to you. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Interesting. We got the Inventor, and there's a lot of Leo energy in your reading too. Could be dealing with a Leo. Might have Leo placements in your natal chart. But this is interesting. So it's like you're putting your spin on things. You could be inventing something new here, but you're tapping into your creative energy. This is a time where you can really pump out some really successful projects, like some passion projects or something like that. It's like Cancer, you may find that you're good with your hands. You might feel, oh, Cancer, are you making something? Now I'm thinking about knitting or like making something with your hands. Are you trying to make a product? Are you trying to, there's something here, Cancer. I keep having this feeling that you're trying to start a business, or maybe you're already in a business, but you're creating something new. It almost feels like you're creating something tangible, maybe to sell to your audience or something like that. So, Spirit, clear, concise advice for my beautiful Cancerian people. Any last messages for Cancer? Cancer, look at that. Look at that. That's right. Because, baby, you were what? Tapped in. Crystal ball. And it's beautiful because it's like your faith is growing. The strength card wanted to pop out a lot too. Your faith is growing here. It's like the things that you know are meant for you, you know they're about to like take physical form into your life here. Because Spirit's bringing you all the resources that you need. Because Spirit knows that you're the magician. We talked about that earlier in the read. You're magical AF, Cancer. I'm going to tell you what. If somebody dissed this Cancer that I'm talking to, they got a rude awakening. Somebody's got a rude awakening here, Cancer. If anybody downplayed you or said that you weren't going to be successful at something, baby, you got the secret sauce. Okay? And I think that's what I'm going to name this reading. I think that's exactly what I'm going to name this reading. You got the secret sauce. You got the secret sauce. And anything that you feel like you don't have, Spirit's bringing it your way with that sap card coming out. We got victim mentality here. Libra energy. This is the 8 of Swords in the Tarot. Spirit, show me what that's about. Show me what the 8 of Swords is about here. And the ostrich trap. What the hell? What the hell? Where did... Oh, and it fell on the moving on card. Duh. I was like, Spirit, why did the energy shift so much? 8 plus 2 is 10. You're closing out a cycle. I feel like this is coming up as a person. Let me tell you something, Cancer. Cancer, if you were dealing with somebody that was projecting a lot of their feelings onto you here, I feel like you were dealing with somebody that just was not in a space that they wanted to be in, so they were projecting those feelings onto you here, Cancer, and you just got to the space where you just had enough. You're moving on with that moving on cards, Cancer. It's like ain't shit changing here. Nothing changes. Somebody's always pointing the finger at you, Cancer. Okay, Cancer is always the problem, yada yada. Okay. This is somebody that wants to blame everybody but don't want to take no accountability here. This is somebody that don't want to take no accountability here, Cancer. And you don't give a fuck. I love you, Cancer. My grandma's a Cancer. I love my grandma so much. It's like, you know what? You know... And you even had your head in the sand, Cancer. It's like giving somebody the benefit of the doubt time and time again. You could have been dealing with a Libra. Both of those cards are Libra energy. A Scorpio. Somebody could be on this Libra Scorpio cusp. But you're moving on. You're moving on. You're like, damn, I got bored real fast. It's like something was so mundane or something was so disinteresting. Something was not a vibe. Maybe you overstayed your welcome in a situation. Maybe if you lived with somebody, it's like maybe you went through a time where it was just like, oh, aggressive, accelerate, ignite. If you haven't already made a move from a situation that's toxic for you, Cancer, you're going to be doing so. And you're going to be doing so with like vengeance. I don't want to say vengeance. I take that back. But kerosene, guys. Okay? This is fueling you. and I put it on the Tower. It's like all you had to have was this realization. Once you have this realization, Cancer, it's over for you. It's over for you. It's over for you. It's over for you. I'm gonna get a few more tarot cards. We're gonna ask what's the best advice for Cancer. I was about to say Tancer. Tancer. Oh, I was picking up before I even started the video. Some of you Cancers are dancers, and maybe, yeah, maybe some of you guys are actresses or dancers, or you're performers, something like that. Because you got that Six of Wands showing up so much. But we got the tools. We got the tools card coming out in the reverse. This is Capricorn energy. And it's funny because it fell out right there with the inventor. I'm telling you, you know what, Cancer? You are breaking through the feeling of not being enough for what it is that you want. There's something that you're going to be leaping into, and it's going to be so successful. And I feel like this is something that you've held yourself back from, and you've been in situations where you distracted yourself from this. It's like maybe that's what this situation was. It's like not feeling worthy enough of something. Not feeling smart enough for something. Not feeling like you have what it takes. And Cancer, this whole reading, it's like you steal the show. You steal the show. You know, it's like a whole stage of people, but we look at Cancer. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything else for Cancer? Spirit wants you to be open, Cancer. Yeah. Be open. It's like, you know, oh, look at that. And the exhausted card on the bottom of the deck. When you're in a situation that feels so dark and heavy, Spirit's saying be open to the unknown, right? Because when you give up a situation that is that heavy on you, you're bound to move into an easier energy, a more flowy energy, a lighter energy here. Okay? So you're moving away from the drama, you're moving away from the chaos, and you're moving away from giving your energy to everybody but your damn self, Cancer. Sorry, I called you out for a second. I love you. Happy birthday. Any other advice for Cancer moving forward? And we're going to get you an angel card. We'll wrap up your reading, baby. That one right there. Look at you, craving more. Craving more. It's like the basic life ain't for you, Cancer. And I feel like you're just coming to terms with it. It's just like you crave more. Everything that you've allowed or everything that you've experienced thus far, you want more depth to it, right? It's because you're learning yourself on a deeper level here. And it's making you crave that depth in other people and connections outside of you. Any advice for Cancer moving forward? We'll get you some angel number cards. The Fool card in the reverse. Why is the Fool card here in the reverse? Yeah, Spirit just wants you to move forward being cautious, knowing and using your discernment. There's the Tower again, but it was in the reverse. Avoiding towers, right? Moments where you have to have those realizations that you spent all this time on people that didn't deserve it. It's like before you leap into something, Cancer, Spirit wants you to vet it and see if it's worthy of you. And you know, if you, and you're not going to be able to vet everything beforehand, but as you start introducing yourself to new energies and it doesn't feel good or it doesn't feel mutually reciprocated, the message here, Cancer, is like, just don't give to it, because that's our accountability, Cancer. That's your accountability in the past. It's just that you gave to situations that you really shouldn't, right? It's like we put ourselves in the position to get hurt here. And you're like, I ain't doing that again. I learned that lesson. I got that t-shirt. I got that series of t-shirts, okay? So Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Angel numbers for Cancer. Spirit, what do we got? We got I am inspiring. I love it. Number 21. It says you're highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything you do, from your sparkling conversation to your most prized what projects. I am inspiring. So there could be, again, you're working on a project that's very inspirational to people. It's like you're inspiring to people. Anything that you give your time and energy to in a productive way is inspiring. You are an inspiration. And maybe that's why we got all the Leo energy here. It's like, you know, and you could find yourself a Cancer Leo cusp, right? Being on the cusp of Cancer season and Leo season. We got number 31. It says your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. I am disciplined. Remember how we had that Emperor card earlier? This is about you taking action in regards to your life, knowing that you're large and in charge here. You've got the power here. You've pulled back your power, and Spirit wants you to know that you're protected. Okay? Some of you guys are seeing 222, 111, 1111, 333, 444. It says trust your journey, trust the way that your life unfolds, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be in this present moment. Cancer, you're very protected. You're very protected. It's almost like, Cancer, what I'm seeing now, I'm envisioning you guys as the crab, right? It's like, I think there are some of the things that we have allowed in the past got us really held up in our shell, right? Not willing to open up and be vulnerable and be deep with ourselves and other people. It's like your heart chakra in this reading is cracking open, and it's because you've been doing a lot of healing work. You're moving away from toxic environments, and you know what, Cancer? Happy birthday, baby. Go shake your ass. Bye.